you got, and I've known this, but as a DJ, I look at my Serato, I'm like, oh shit, Jazze Pha got my freak records. Where are we gonna start? So where do we start? Like, where do we start? What was your first major hit?
Show Enough.
Show Enough was the first major hit. That was your first plaque too?
Yeah.
Okay, that was your first.
Wait, was it? I'm not sure if that was first or LSG, Gerald Levert, Keith Sweat and Johnny Gill, or was it Eric Sermon? I don't know, man. It was so many, man. It just, you know how when it started going, boy, it turned into a flurry.
Yeah,
and it's crazy because I was never really one for a lot of accolades. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just sitting up there looking at all my plaques and some of my plaques over here, over there. You know what I'm saying? I know how to go buy them and get them again. I don't really want to sit down and look at all my plaques until I feel like I'm ready to chill. I'm still going. I'm still going, Jack. So in discovery, like discovering artists, one thing to produce for them. Like, did you discover an artist like Ciara? I know you did some type of situation like early on with Jeezy. Like, tell us about some of the artists that you actually discovered, not just produced. Well, I mean, I think a lot of people know the Ciara story. I mean, she was in a group called Hearsay, and she was, she wasn't really getting that just doing that group. She wasn't really happy. My boy T.A., shout out T.A.
What up,
you know
T.A.?
What I'm saying? T.A. brought me over. Well, actually, he came over to Dark. I was recording at Dark at the time. Dallas Austin studio, which is now, of course, Pluto, Future. It's his studio now. But at the time, it was Dallas. So brought her over there. Man, let her sing for me, and that was history. I pulled her from the group. The group, I think the group thought they was coming to get a situation with you.
But she was like, nah.
Yeah, because another girl in the group, her daddy thought she was the Beyonce of the group. So, we let them just, do that thing. That was the only way we was going to get them all over there. So we got them over there. And then, once I got her to Shakira Stewart, L.A. Reid was just head over heels. And that was it. That was that. I mean, CeCe was just automatic, easy. Yeah, I had a lot of hits. What was the writer? We had Sean Garrett here. Shouts to him. We chopped up with a lot of writers. Yeah.
But
shout out is that.
What's the writer that you know when you send it off is gonna come back right? Who's a couple of them? Like, when I send this off, it's gonna come back. It's gonna be platinum or better.
Jazze Pha.
Okay.
Man, I mean, so sending it off
to a writer to write a reference.
I don't do that.
Okay. But then I
don't really send it off. I don't send it off. I'm really kind of old school with it. You know.
Okay,
what I mean?
Pull up.
You know what I mean? I think that's one of the things that's a stickler with me. As far as being married to a record or glued in. But it's cool to collab and send things back and forth. You know what I mean? Especially when people can't geographically be in the same place. You know what I'm saying?
I guess what I'm saying is kind of like when T.I. and Toomp or whatever, Jeezy, Shawty, when you get with these people, it's going to happen. There's no doubt in your head.
Man.
Ciara's probably one of them.
CeCe is dope. Aaliyah was dope. Rest her soul. That was crazy. Definitely working with Static Major. That was crazy.
R.I.P.
Working with him was dope. A couple of people. Yeah.
So let me ask you something. So what role did Sean Garrett play with Ciara, and what role? Because when he was on here, he was saying that was what he was saying about him and Ciara.
I think he was saying
Pop Up.
Usher though, wasn't he? I think he was saying
I
Usher.
thought he said, did he write that song or something?
Yeah, he wrote Goodies.
Okay.
He wrote Goodies.
Yeah,
okay.
Him and he wrote Goodies, and we changed. My boy Big Zach
wrote Cookies.
Yeah, he changed. No, he changed it to Goodies.
Okay, yeah.
Sean Garrett wrote it. It was Cookies.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And Zach. Shout out to Zach.
Yeah, shout out Big Zach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Big Zach, shout out to Local Green, all that. You know what I'm saying? Big Zach, he turned it to Goodies.
Oh, okay.
I
just remember him saying that. So
they gave him a whole lot of static about it, but at the time, what's her name? Khalees had a record out called Milkshake.
Yeah.
I was like, baby, you cannot put your cookie in Khalees' milkshake. What? He's like, yeah, it's got to be different. It can't be cookies. It just cannot be cookies. And Lil Jon didn't like it at all. He hated it. But I didn't like it either. I just thought it would be a better record.
When you say you didn't like cookies or you didn't like the whole...
Cookies.
Oh,
cookies.
Right. Yeah.
It just sounded, it made it a little cheesy. And cheesy is good sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you just gotta, take a little bit of that lactose up out of there.
So Ciara.
Man, Sean Garrett and Ciara, shout out S. Dot, man. If it wasn't for S. Dot, boy, I mean, the CC thing, he got the CC train going.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
well,
of course,
that's
we
what
came
he
back
was
with
saying.
Missy with the 1-2 step,
Yeah.
and just really gave him that. That was the one. That was the one that just said, whew. And it's crazy because when I sent the record to the label, they didn't like it.
That's how it always. That's how it always is, though.
Yeah, they didn't like the record.
Yeah.
So guess what? I went to Patchworks and I had a whole bunch of CDs printed up, and we sat on the floor and bagged them up. That was back when we used to send out the FedEx. We sitting up there doing the little vouchers. We was doing that, and we sent them out to all the DJs. And they called back like, "What is this record? What is this record?" Everybody's calling back, talking about we didn't need the service pack of this record. I was like, "Yeah, that's the one that y'all didn't like." Yeah. So